evening, everybody. Listen, guys, we are here today with this beautiful, phenomenal woman, and she is running for mayor. And none other than Miss Latasha Wakefield Robinson. Good evening, Latasha. How are you?
I'm excellent.
Good. Y'all listen, we want to jump right in. We want to know everything about this lady. So Latasha, tell us a little bit about what inspired you to want to run for this prestigious office.
Well, first of all, I would like to clear the air. This was not something that I thought I need to put on my plate because my plate is full, let me tell you. This is something that I thought I had to do. I felt compelled, first of all, because I have 5 children here and they complain about being here. My oldest is 21 and she moved away, and my 15-year-old's like, as soon as I'm 18, I'm out of here. And so I saw a need to try to reach my children in a different perspective and from a different way. So I know that other people are struggling with how to reach their youth, and that's what this is about, trying to tailor make this city so that the youth find it appealing and attractive, so that they want to stay here, so that they won't think that they have to move out. So we have to reach the community in a different way, because the millennials are definitely something different. They do not think the same way that we do. So in order to make our city appealing, we're going to have to try some different things. And so I think I have a fresh perspective of how to do that, especially being a mother of 5, ages running from 21 down to 5. I've had to find a different way to reach them myself. So kind of tailor making the city for the millennials is the way we're going to have to go. We're going to have to really reach the younger crowd, because first of all, they don't see a need to vote. They don't see any need to help support, volunteer their time, or anything to help the city. There are so many different things that go on behind the scenes to run the city. Joining New Vision taught me that there are so many balls that have to be moved around and so many things that have to be done to allow the city to be productive. And we need more youth to be engaged and involved in that.
So tell me a little bit about, you said, joining the New Vision. Okay, so as a young mother of 5, and you're so busy, you wear so many hats, as mayor, how would you incorporate some of what you do to this office, and what is it that you would collaborate? And, how do you feel like this will help the city of Newport?
That's an awesome question. I'm so glad that you asked. Well, I will be approaching this position from the standpoint of a minister.
Okay.
And when I say that, I want to say a person of helps. I understand from that perspective, we have to be a help. We have to provide resources. We have to empower people for them to be productive and to feel good themselves. And that is the vision that I have. I think personal development, putting resources into our community, building one household at a time, reaching the youth, the parents, giving them all the tools that they need to be successful, one household at a time. And think about it. When the households come together collectively to form this wonderful city, if we're feeling good and we're self-empowered from each household individually, collectively, we will be amazing and awesome. I think that's the only thing we're missing. We're missing somebody getting deep into the community, into the households, from the beginning, that's the head, the man, all the way down to the children.
Wow.
We're going to have to teach them how to take pride in themselves first. We have to give them the tools to be successful.
If you had to choose something to capitalize on for this particular campaign, what is it that you see just an urgency for the city of Newport? What is it that you see would be the main or the very first thing that will help you to be able to or that you would tackle as being mayor of this city?
Well, the very first thing that I would do, I will bring all of the wonderful organizations that we have in the city that are doing great things individually, collectively, and really brainstorm and come up with different strategies and different avenues that they see need to be helped, because we have some awesome, amazing community development organizations that are functioning right now. And I think I sit down and I talk to quite a few of them, the heads of these organizations that are reaching hundreds of people, and they're running out of resources. They don't have enough resources to help the amount of people that are there that have a need.
Okay. So how would you, as mayor, what is it that you would do to help us overcome, or help the city of Newport to overcome some of these obstacles that we're needing challenges. I mean, the challenges that we have or that's here in the city of Newport. What are some of the things that you would do to help overcome some of those obstacles?
Well, the very first thing that I would do, I would utilize the grant money, because the very first thing that I found out that there were grants that we could use to build a community center for our children. The USDA provides money, and they have grant money, and there are many other organizations that will give us money to be able to help solve that. If we had a community center, we could do a lot of things. We could offer jobs to the youth. We can also, I've also talked to the Boys and Girls Club of America.
That's huge.
They are willing.
Organization.
They are willing to put a organization in a chapter here in Newport. So they're willing to partner with us. So the very first thing that I would do, I will partner with other agencies that already they're doing things that are working. Because we don't have to create a whole new wheel. All we got to do is put our hand on the wheel that's already working and leave our mark. And so the very first thing I would do is partnership, because partnership will bring the resources. We don't have to try to reinvent it. We don't have to try to have thousands of dollars or hundreds of $1,000 that we need to spend. We need to partner and repeat and duplicate what's already working.
Wow, sounds great. So I do know that the Boys and Girls Club is a huge organization to bring awareness to the youth today and the things that are going on in the city today, not only in Newport, but in other and surrounding cities.
Yes.
So would there ever be a collaboration with cities?
You know what? It really will be. I have already been working with a lot of the officials in Tuckerman, for one.
Okay.
And we've been expanding the food pantries. One issue here were the food pantries, within the first hour they run out. Some of the food pantries here can't even advertise because they don't have enough for the people that will come in. And so I've been working with Ms. Jan Pascal to bridge that gap between the food pantries so that we can partnership, and it's been successful. It has been successful, and just today we picked up another one that I want to take over there and make sure, because they're running out of food, to make sure they can feed more people. And then a part two to what would be something that I would do, I would bring a Six Flags here. I've already thrown the idea out, and they told me if I could find at least 200 acres of land that they would bring a Six Flags here to Newport.
Well, I know that all things are possible through Christ, and I know that you are definitely the individual that will make that happen.
Yes.
So, Latasha, what is it that you would like for the city of Newport to know that they don't already know about you? Tell us something.
Just because I wasn't born and raised here doesn't mean that I don't have a heart and I don't have the compassion. And also, just because I haven't been in politics before, don't think that I'm not equipped and I don't have the knowledge and I don't have the experience to hold this position. Because if you ask me, I think that having too much knowledge of the past things is a bad thing too, because you can bring old mindsets and old behaviors and things that used to work from a different decade into now, and it doesn't work. And I think that's the problem that we've been having so far. We need a perspective that's different, that's cutting edge, and that's creative. And we have to cultivate the new things that are coming in. So our youth think a different way, and we have to think the way that they think and the way that they think and the way that they think. It has to be a collaborative effort of how everybody thinks, so we can reach every person in the community, not just one specific part of the community, but every last one of them. We have to speak many languages from many different viewpoints and many generational viewpoints. And I think I'm well-rounded for that. I hold several degrees. I've been to school and I'm educated. And I have experience in many different areas. I've been a grant writer for 18 years, and so being able to access grant money that's available for us, that'll be one of the number one things that'll definitely help us out. And also from being a life coach and from being a minister and from being a neuro-linguistics program and having a degree in accounting and having a degree in business and legal studies. I've had a tax service for 18 years. So I've always been an entrepreneur since the age of 17. And I've also been in the ministry of health. I know how to reach people. I know how to talk their language. I know how to motivate them from a place of complacency until a place of productivity. And I think that's what we need more of, because too many citizens in this community, they have great gifts and talents, but they're sitting on them, and we have to draw them out and allow them to be active and be productive and contribute to our community. But we also have to give them the tools and the resources to be able to do that, and a platform and an opportunity to be able to do that as well. We have to be inviting and welcoming to people.
Well, Latasha, I definitely believe that the people, as the Word of God says, that our people I mean, they perish for a lack of knowledge. They can have dreams, have the visions, have the goals, have the aspirations. But if there's not someone in place, such as yourself, to be able to encourage, and not only encourage, but to empower.
Yes.
But to empower the individuals here in Newport, I think that we will see a whole world of transitioning taking place within the city of Newport. So
agree.
I'm excited about you. I am just super excited about what God is getting ready to do in your life and for the city of Newport.
Yes, me too.
So is there anything else in your final words that you would like to share with the city of Newport?
It is. Once again, I am Latasha Robinson. I will be on the November 6th ballot, and I want your vote. Vote for me. Show up to the booth and make your vote count. We can't change anything if you don't show up and make yourself known and say what it is that you want. So show up to the booth November the 6th to vote for Latasha Robinson. Look for that name now. I'm counting on you. I can't do this by myself. I have to have your help. So show up and vote. Thank you, thank you, thank you.